Spring Framework most asked interview questions and answers. What is Spring? Spring is a Java framework that helps in building enterprise applications. It is a powerful toolkit for making software using Java. It's like having a set of tools that helps developers build programs more easily. With Spring, tasks like connecting to database or managing different parts of a program become simpler. It's big help for developers because it takes care of many technical details, allowing them to focus on creating great software. It provides software for dependency injection, aspect-oriented programming, and various other features. What are the advantages of Spring Framework? The Spring Framework has many benefits. It helps manage objects in a program, making the code simpler and easier to write. It supports transactions, which helps in managing database operations smoothly. It also integrates well with other technologies and making testing easier. With tools like Spring Boot and Spring Cloud, developers can easily create, deploy and maintain a scalability and reliability application. What are the modules of Spring Framework? The Spring Framework has many modules such as core for managing objects, AOP for adding extra features, data access for working with databases, web for creating web applications, security for handling security, and test for making testing easier. There are also modules for messaging transactions and cloud supports. Each module helps developers build strong and easy to maintain applications. Difference between Spring and Spring Boot. Spring is a framework that helps build Java applications with many tools for different tasks. Spring Boots make using Spring easier by providing ready-made setups, reducing the need for a lot of extra code. It includes the embedded server so we can quickly start and run applications, making development faster and simpler. What is Spring Bean? A Spring Bean is an object that is created and managed by the Spring Framework. It is a key part of a key part of a Spring application and the framework that handles the creation and setup of these objects. Beans allow our application components to work together easily, making our code simpler to manage and test by using a Spring Bean. What is IOC and DI? IOC means it is an inversion of control and DI means it is a dependency injection. So here inversion of control is a concept where the framework or a container takes control of the flow of a program. Dependency injection is a way to implement IOC where the necessary objects are provided to a class instead of the class creating them itself. This makes the code easier to manage, test, and change. What is the role of IOC container in Spring? The IOC container in Spring manages the creation and setup of objects. It provides the required dependencies to these objects, making the code easier to manage and change. The container automatically connects objects and their dependencies, helping developers build applications in a more organized and efficient way. What are the types of IOC containers in Spring? In Spring, there are two main types of IOC containers, that is Bean Factory and Application Context. Bean Factory is the basic container that handles creating and managing objects. Application Context is more advanced, adding features like event handling and easier integration with Spring's tools. Most developers prefer Application Context because it offers more capabilities and is easier to use. What is the use of @configuration and @bin annotations in Spring? @configuration indicates that a class contains @bin definitions and Spring IOC container can use it as a source of bin definitions. @bin is used on methods to define beans managed by the Spring container. These methods are called by the Spring to obtain bean instances. Which is the best way of injecting beans and why? The best way to inject beans in Spring is using constructor injection. It ensures that all necessary parts are provided when the object is created. This makes the object more reliable and easy to test because its dependencies are clear and cannot change. Difference between constructor injection and setter injection. Constructor injection gives dependencies to an object which it is created, ensuring that they are ready to use immediately. Setter injections gives dependencies through setter methods after the object is created, allowing changes later. Constructor injection makes sure all needed dependencies are available right away, while setter injection allows for more flexibility in changing or adding additional dependencies later.